4th June, I was not part of it. I didn't take part in 4th June. I did nothing in 4th June. But when I hand it over, and President Lima say, me Nkrabia, Rawlings and Madam, Wachija and Madam. So I was arrested. Rawlings came to release me after 1 year. Now, Rawlings also released him. Menene ye juma no mo so esanche me kwese prison. Me da prison 1 year. Me da condemned block 3 months, 93 days. I slept beside a dead body 24 hours at the time. Madam, me ka say by his grace me kire say enye onyankopon aduma anka mentiasi. I was just arrested and detained and then compulsorily sacked for Ghana. But you have catch Chief Justice, whoever he is, said, my Lord, with the greatest respect, you are in error. I was forced by Rawlings because of the way he wanted to kill me. I was forced by him to keep quiet. Kufuor made me a deputy minister. I feel Kufuor friend me or say, I'm quoting, you are one of my best ministers. You are one of my best ministers. But a man for say my government is too big. They want you to step down. Oh, up to today, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't have regrets, except that I have pain. I have never been a ya. Ebini obia okodi mi huntro. Etre military intelligence and me chime go to prison. Where is my young money? That I never stood anywhere to say anything against Rawlings. But also Ogumia, many proof. Well, I'm up for say I'm hardworking.
Rawlings say we now paying to party now.
In fact, he's the reason why I don't want NDC in my life. Especially Tama Rawlings Chimiko to prison when I came out. But the only reason here man coming was because me fit prison by ya 1 week later. And I'm a little Gloria, or my firstborn.
I say Emma Kwaba ever the Mafem Jumedi so. The Jumedi Abraham in Daniel Maybe ever Ghanaman TV. Jumedi to Punya and say, I say, I'm a Bruno Jose. A quantity be any baby meeting the DA. Just so many American candy for Obon so. Now ye Jumadin and I'm waiting in our son. I don't probably ever to me every at the amount. Right, Miss Answer Darcy, Sir or Jibber, now I'm a Kojabo from crowd so a buy. The say and the wound see. And I'm did you make it by Stan Cotton saying any of the young and it does so at the mark the real share. Papa, when we'll cover ever the Mafem Jumedi so.
Yeah,
yeah, or back.
Yeah, we both.
That's it. But I was on way day.
Yeah, me, I do.
The dreams of a call stress, and alpha.
Gaga.
But you need a new book council.
A friend in Krabia, a father. Nyamia do me a lawyer, a worker.
Okay, but before we were in Combodian, so can Yamia dom, Enna, Makai Bibi. MC Bahano. You by his grace, by his grace, by his grace. Now, on say, in paper, I'm excited to say, lawyers for Nibia, while more power bomb bonny to Miss from Covington, or more join a lodge, any name of the artist and the art and Bachoma content and channel. Until being by his grace, no, oh, yes, so for me, and I, what name be of man, and I made you a free, and I don't be aware experiencing throughout your life, and a map by his grace, every so.
Yes, say, Nedikan, Osha baby, your woman. Ewo jine near Brekum.
Okay.
1953. Na oshe me papa ene me mami. Efia na me tim. Suku ana me ko. Mia eya na me ho adwiri me. Se ene nyame adom. Metumi ka se me a lawyer.
Wow.
In fact, 1967 me chiro common entrance. And I choose Achimote School as first choice. But one more the cracked up by say I should come for interview. Me pass it koi. And I met Papa catch him so Onyesika and Flamenco school. So when Achimota opened on 15th October 1967, I didn't go. I was at Jene. I didn't go to school. And I headmaster, no, Mr. Radwick, or send a telegram. Bring me say I should come because my common entrance results were very good. Nti amame CMB scholarship, so I should come.
Papa Pacho, me chawano. Sa bere na eyimfie be se asem yeke.
1967.
Okay.
I was then 14 years old.
Wow.
Nti I came to Achimota for 7 years on CMB scholarship. Na me call Legon, Kufuor law. And na me share Rawlings and na Boachijan. And na womuna for 20 because join the army. Me jai law no eko join the army. Unfortunately for me call army 2 weeks. After only 2 weeks in army, and I me call British Sandhurst, UK. Me hona me Kufuor soldier.
Ho and I make question so that Mr. Odofo nyama come on so ye ba ya be mu by his grace. A reason to why by his grace is plenty printed here no and you see who the reason why daddy believe so much in by his grace and now the entia what go happy breed enti nyaso let's say the can that the enter incomodate so
di nyame ado me Kufuor soldier e wo UK me ba ya ani 1 month na Rawlings 4th June e ba 4th June, I was not part of it. I didn't take part in 4th June. I did nothing in 4th June. But when I hand it over, and President Liman say, me Nkrabia, Rawlings and Madame Fu, Wachija and Madame Fu. So I was arrested. And I was detained in prison for 1 year. I was tried, say me planning coup to become head of state. But court martial decided say there was no meat in the evidence. Until I was set free. But they detained me because of military offense. I affirm conduct to the prejudice of good order and discipline. It's in every military law. Until me got that prison 1 year. Madam, me that prison 1 year, me that condemned block 3 months, 93 days. I slept beside a dead body 24 hours at some. Madam, me can say by his grace, me say, enye Onyankopon adoma anka mentiase.
Enye Onyankopon adoma enka mentiase. Afi na ye ba yenkomo pa ne so. Amo ho na ho ho a ene de twe enkomo ni yie. Emisi enye ngune ne da so ho edema we hwe. Daddy, we pa cho ma me papa free.
Wo mu na free jine bunofo.
Wo mu na ye bunofo. Okay, enu afo to so be say. Enu afo mo ye say.
Me ma me ne me papa, wo mu wo ye 10, ye do. But me na me to so. Unfortunately, as I speak to you now, obia ka baby. Obia ko aka me ne me brother ba ko an.
O parents and unia mo 10, no you must say 8.
Yeah, my father died first, followed by my mother, then my elder brothers, Omukoya, na my 2 sisters, Edi Mechinso, Omukoya.
What was the cause of it?
Ooh, Baku de Nsane Kumno, Baku so de Oyare, a man de diabetes ne kunkumo. Na my father, he died old age, 76.
Not just with Onyankopon age in the crowd, bro. So.
Na my mama so 81.
Oh, okay. Then Pacho, me hear what worry. Me show what over yere.
Oh, my wife Gloria Yati. Oh yeah, she holds a master's degree from Legon. Oh yeah, manager or me hotel or Kaswa.
Okay, Pacho, do you say?
By God's grace, I have 4 children. The eldest is called Shebre, or engineer.
Okay.
The second born is a postgraduate law student, a friend at home. The third born, a lawyer, or her. And the fourth born, a medical doctor.
Wow. So I now understand by His grace.
By His grace.
Indeed.
I've survived 66 motor accidents.
Daddy, you better now me. So let's start from educational where you started. Maybe I was shy say every year.
Achimota. I was trained in Achimota for 7 years, 1967 to 1974, and my colleague Kufuor law for 3 years.
Grandpa Cho, that time, no, were you the one feeding yourself? And I say the parents were there to support you upon your educational background or on your education?
Oh, elementary school, there, my parents supported me, but my catch was secondary school, Achimota there. It was CMB scholarship, and in my time, Legon was free.
That's all. Papa, the year jump, and you be come. Where primary school, I only Achimota now started here. That is 1960. And about you, secondary, and I hold one.
Secondary Achimota.
Okay, so from primary JHS to secondary, Nini na Achimota.
Oh no!
How many person are different?
I went to Dεad Presbyterian Primary School.
Okay.
Dεad Presbyterian Middle School. And I'm a Chirocoma entrance.
Okay.
14th March 1967. I was Dεad.
Okay.
But my choice was Achimota.
Okay. That is where you tertiary and secondary now.
Secondary.
Okay. So after secondary, no, oh yeah, you may be now parents will start.
No, in my time from Achimota straight to Legon. Straight. There was no break. There's about 2 months.
Okay. What I'm trying to the person me want to say, not if you also be or you school no person to us, but some financial crisis will fit
Well,
and now you pushed yourself because of saying that person who attained this level in life.
My aim was to be a lawyer.
Wow.
A
dream country with that.
Tama mi we Achimota 6 form. In my time, no, unlike now, in my time, you do 5 years O level,
okay,
which I did in Achimota. Then 2 years A level, which I did in Achimota. After that, my name was published in the media, graphic.
That's
admission.
Okay.
In those days, now Legon, especially Legon, I can't talk about it, but Legon, now almost publish the list of admittance. May the law come over for. Now me call it.
Okay. Were you the only guy now school and that's where the time is up so school to say family assisted and another one like your parents saw through
me papa and me mommy almost shey nyina am obi awie elementary school Dεad me kwa na me call secondary school Achimota.
Wait me did concern papa before I decided to come and interview you. I did a little bit inquiries about you and someone was like time I was doing so because you know never said mukura mutim say your friend Kufuor say omon gada no more assisted concern your educational background. How true it is?
I think it's an exaggerated
story
because in my time Achimota, as I have said, I went to Achimota on CMB full scholarship.
Okay.
Now, my small problems like transportation and chop money, pocket money, and things like that. My mother's uncles in a village near Dεad, called Fetenta, Nana Hene, and Nana Mensa. They were providing those monies.
And see, so what to say story, Mr. Obugu? Papa say a fabricated story and the finance. That is so. What are like washase where you started to maybe a din comedy and never been what film and you do this level in life.
Oh, because I never been a film and never be brave. I've told you from secondary school I went to Legon. I did 3 years. Then I joined the army. Then the army unfortunately for me, President Liman had to make to prison. And Rawlings came to release me after 1 year. Now, Rawlings also released him, you know. Menene ye adwuma no no so esanche me kwese prison for 6 months.
Adwuma be na kwa no ye obi bisa se de bia nipa no nyi se kululu na adwuma be na Rawlings say.
Oh, I was the member secretary of National Investigations Committee.
Okay, in which year?
1982 and 83.
Okay.
I was a lieutenant in Ghana Army.
Okay.
I was promoted captain. Then I was retired compulsorily. Yes, me fiso jemuna. Rawlings is me captain. Minya head of state abedi. One enemy ye juma. Almost captain ya head of state of BDT. Or doesn't trust me. No, my issues. I was not tried. I was just arrested and detained, and then compulsorily sacked from Ghana Army. So I came straight to law school. Now, me come register. No, Jimmy. Now me here 2 years.
How about your time I was law school? Now won't feel better. And I need brave and I real law school.
Oh, what's the name I didn't hear? I think I became a lawyer at the age of 28.
Wow.
So 28 minus 3, 20. You said 23. To 25 or 20.
25 or 20.
I was born 1953, and I became a lawyer 1986.
But I just want to come on that different because my maths in town.
We can come on out different.
Because maths in town the maths teacher they're fine. Then say papa only I be the exact age to motivate to be a who say a lawyer or a doctor, but want to say a or tree. So my not compare age. So they say oh
law profession not there. I know of somebody who was called to the bar at the age of 70. 70. Law there, you can always do law anytime. But in my case, Senye Soja Mekoya and would have become a lawyer at the age of 21, 23, oh baby.
Okay. So Rawlings and my Pamo Fredman. So
yeah.
you are a retired captain. Wow. So back to cell call or law firm. How was the challenges like? So free way military
Well, fortunately, there was this guy who was my lecturer, Chachu Chikata. He helped me to join a group near Freyon Petroleum Committee, our Ministry of Fuel and Power. Yeah, arrangements na your former GMPC. I worked in GMPC for 10 years. But now, salary I won't me no. Oh, I did a bail application back on High Court with me a home monthly salary. So I resigned on 1st June 1990. 1st June 1990, I resigned.
Okay.
1st June 1994, I resigned as a legal officer in GMPC. And then I opened my own law firm where I am working up till today.
Wow. The firm and I when you go so she. Did you make the Abraham and Debia ever Ghana TV? And then all one and when you find the tree and come a captain retired captain. Retired captain lawyer, a fat that in Krabia. Papa coming to the name in Krabia. Ujin Krabia as in fate and I kind of fate.
Yes. Me and I fight didn't to me also when I was in Form 5. Me share a money when I'm up for me in life. And I'm saying, no, I'll call myself in Krabia.
Papa, I'm an who even day.
Even the way I came to Achimota, some my teacher.
But I come to Krabim, so what church Achimota, and I believe saying Achimota and struggle, and now you went through, and our family do the here in the wedding. That's what I say.
When I was a student in Achimota, I did history.
Okay.
Na manage history. In fact, I say it with pride. Say I had grade 1 in history, and I had A in history, A level. To me a historian. Now, Makinkan a lot of books about virtually every great man in world history. If you ask me, I'll tell you something about him.
Papa, go on, you are free to.
I have concluded that we are a woman. A Yankopon na oboni wias. Na sana beba wias no. It is what God wants you to do and obey. Nti won krabia and they will be do baby awo.
Okay. Tin krabia de ma wa na hwe abrabo won system. And na de so so.
Tin krabia de wa on krabia. Na edi adam so it makes me at times every I say me damn personal me share my brabo prison amako twice accident amafam me yire ene me ma na politics my be minister pain my all these problems ni na in Krabia.
See, that was the on the fire in Krabia no ebe ka odi so but Mate say John account by no as I mentioned and Tini gidi.
What's the thing?
John.
Yeah, I was baptized at birth as John, a father.
But I know I see in time to end.
This is here officially, my certificate me Bibia, me dear was here John Nkrabia, a father. John Nkrabia, a father. But I don't use the John, but it's my name.
Okay. Back to you can say when your accidents and that challenges apart. We want to dive deeply. It was such challenges. The causes, if you pressure, you were you were the and I say about a law firm. No, you were no one said there was a window no. So out of frustration, out of confusion, and I said them and it all.
Well, I should say to the glory of God, say as a lawyer, by God's grace, initially, maybe a lawyer, 86. I tried to work under a senior, but senior be a amp, so say, I don't know, what was you, Captain? I don't have space in my office. So I got bored.
You got bored, but yours, who want to say? They are just trying to be mean. And
I think so. I decided to open my own law firm.
In which year?
1986.
Okay.
I became a lawyer 86. I opened this firm 86.
And our body's scared.
Many bro, pa. And I will. So who tell me? I just said the best work in this world is to be a lawyer. We are lawyer. Nyamia do it. Coco now kasa. Let me catch the Chief Justice, whoever he is, say, my Lord, with the greatest respect, you are in error. Okay, me need at him. Me say why a mistake? Because why a mistake? So glad to be a mistake.
No, it's not offensive to
It's not offensive, but I mean kind of word mistake. We say error.
Technical error, grammatical error, error. All right, Daddy. Back to your comedy. Now say, oh, you should John Libby. Why?
Man, can't me use subio. Me say I don't use it.
For now, son, you don't use it for now.
My official name, all my records, John Nkrabia Efadat.
Okay.
John Nkrabia Efadat. But Osha, my Nkrabia Efadat.
The title be this one.
I do use
title.
Title said really me a nana. Me a captain, me a Disney day. Where do I chef? See what is all this? It doesn't matter much.
See what is all this? Ediama fem and when the gusto way. Yet did you make the Abraham and the Bia? You did not walk one sem so. A she won't crash on the intia. Any so more Bamubu, a wabra boom. Miss young woman in the so at the Marie. And I went here any baby. I just saw my name candy for. O counts is so. Now Bob so now don't maybe a bit to me a beer at the amount. And on the man for the train and come a retired captain lawyer, Nana Ifa Date in Krabia. Right, come did you ready to share me a friend and I him about baby Jibre, Namenya Boff from Catroma. We try to have us here. Yes. Right, may I say, so Jibre Koja Boff from Catro at the Baye. Captain, retired captain, lawyer Nana, in fact, that's a sizeless lawyer, renowned lawyer, one of the renowned lawyers in town, and Menena Editing and Komoi. Daddy, talking about your political life.
Me too question.
Talking about your political life, no, any law issue, no, how is the challenge?
Let me start it this way. Because of the way Rawlings would treat me, when I left the army, I didn't get involved in politics. In 1992, time Ghana went constitutional rule, I was a legal officer in GMPC. I didn't do politics. I concentrated in Accra as a lawyer. Wow. But on the advice of my brother, now 10 bia me kobrekum regularly, especially Jene, where I was born. Then, if you remember your history, J.H. Ousa Champon was the MP for Brekum.
Okay.
But now oye terror. Now elections is do so.
Papa Pacho, me bo mama mo kakra. Se ka se terror mpanyifo bi hwe e be montia se.
There no hiding.
Okay.
Osisi amanfo. The elections be do so. Na J.H. Ousa Champon chinchin electoral commission for answer or Brekum. No declare no victory. Enti you'll be surprised to hear say Brekum MPP executives Mimi Tiakrao, me yellow, and a Brekum MPP executives, they decided, they said, by all means, the coming election in 2000, Metropolitan Brekum, aye Brekum Krobiane down there. A man for the Twaba, I'm a MPP.
Okay.
But villages now are surrounding, no, and there were 36 villages. One more time, be a honor now, Uza Champon, we are in the votes. And they decided, they said, scientifically, the next big town in Brekum, Jene, where I was born, they called Jene MPP. Now, Mokacha was look, we won't do primaries. We want Jene MPP to produce a candidate.
Okay.
What I say?
And
I Jene for say, oh, as far as there's only one candidate we know, lawyer captain.
But your salary and name fee ben was seven.
There's 1997-98.
Pilot and it's and what me accumulated it in our dream.
Oh, that's why there is critical. And it took me 2 years to tell the Jene people that, okay, I've accepted it. I'll do it.
Wow.
So the whole of 1999, I was leading two lives.
That is
in Accra, I didn't attend any political event. I was just going to court as a lawyer. But in Brekum, almost every 2 weeks, I visited all the 36 villages.
And the man from Queen Chirkakra, a dynamo or accepted that offer.
The main reason why I accepted the offer is that from my influence in managing politics, but I was forced by Rawlings because of the way he wanted to kill me. I was forced by him to keep quiet. I remember one day Peter Namfuri, the IGP at the time, he saw me and told me, say, oh, Captain, MI has been following you, but who said you are not involved in politics. MI fee Guaratebia.
And that's a papa and my pet with a crack.
I was a normal Obama be correct, be
a pet my side of shame.
So I led this life until 2000. Nyamia Doma won the election.
Wow.
Me back parliament. Then Kufuor made me a deputy minister at local government and gave me opportunity to visit every part of Ghana.
In which year?
Oh, 2001.
Okay.
Until for 4 years, I was at Minister of Local Government as deputy minister.
I was in for deputy minister. I don't find there more the better because the penny as a brother from mistake will be many massive. It's Mr. Mamma Tebro for the woman for nothing. I'm Tebro for the Sabian, I'm the same Mamma May, meaning. They are firm and when they go so say, young cos one faster that Emma Bois for Mosoya Snake. Immediately, they are firm to ready April. Young faster that Emma Apostolic Divine Chapel International. I will assume Achia say. And that will Papa Esha, a Benada, Yawada, Memenda. Ena pesiada papa se enentina se emobi ntwa won kwana so yemfa se da ema anoti enterprise se wo peka papa to o ye swapping o pe spare parts ana wo pe bi arrent dia kwa ge bi la ge bi ti ya wa pe na ge na nche anoti se be rent car never ko ye 1 what I say na se wo pe fi papa to uto ofie na ko gidini ana so no ko ni no phobia am na to ofie de eno ane adon real estate o ye school ni so na o pe baby ada adon hostels. Ya first that Emma time herbal. Say one matter na wontimi energy. I want to go so you do make a na wa break. O ya de ka to bia na o ho ye obasa dia. Me kan for time herbal e de Emma. Ya first that Emma time HH human immune booster. So ya be ma na se be me ensure ketinketi bi efri be ma na no eba. O si sita ya o ya udweri na ho keka wo. E ko se no asese na waje ma e time HH. No ba nsuogu na se ote enka bi ewo wo wasita keka wa time HH. So open the back ato obenya be pharmaceutical na herbal shop bia na open do support dia for number na go screen na se no ne frame ne share mo na nso jo de koto ne nyamfa supudo ne fa eweduma because so akayo se no no nyamfa ne de twen enkomo retired captain lawyer nana Ifa in Krabia Dartey, the sizeless and one of the renowned lawyers in town. Daddy, and try and accommodate this. Daddy knows there's not a bro for quarantine, me, and the answers are very good.
Do not me a deputy minister. Now, Kufuor, I won the second term, 2004. Mesamba Parliament. Now, Kufuor, me another deputy minister. I feel Kufuor friend me or say, I'm quoting, you are one of my best ministers. You are one of my best ministers. But a man for say, my government is too big. They want you to step down.
Oh.
Up to today, it doesn't make sense to me. Because if I am one of your best ministers and you want somebody to step down, definitely not your best minister.
Sure.
If I'm one of your best ministers, why don't you promote me and make me but say that I should step down?
Papa, that time now I think I need to say, how was the feeling like?
In fact, I was sad. But it acted as a precursor. It's
Papa precursor.
Just a idea pushing me. Mami ya think we mumu say me the best minister. Now instead of promotion, Odima perform there. And I'll contest for MPP flag bearer.
Okay.
Timothy Kufuor Caulfield. I visited the whole of Ghana.
Already about pay kana, ye let the anasi, man, see from no. Muna be name modishing whom cry say, or bepem at their cononym. And ne a matty baby anasa won't sevious obedience from, and I've been born when you are dealing with Moabamu. Name fashion and let that thing be a stepping stone to your greater heights. That the entire community.
Thank you. I agree with everything you said just now.
Oh, thank you, Daddy.
Yes. Me a campaign aka 1 week na yaye primaries no MPP pen from me what we say far back in 1980 something 1983 what we say far back in 1983 court martial finding me guilty until because of that I'm disqualified.
Not just and they were passed. You so passed against your future.
Let me say this one I don't understand. But many painful people, especially the late Reverend Dr. Asante. Sorry, Methodist Church.
Okay.
On a friend, no catch him say, Captain, so we are, who name near Benya. No, Yamia Kwansu Dawson. This one must say, Jamua, or the Jamu, don't go to court. Yankopon, we didn't crabiano. Yankopon, God has not left you. MPP for Jawa, God has not. Yes. Until because of Reverend Dr. S. Asante, send us in the Mekasayeno. Mekache say, okay, MPP, I won't go to court. You do your Congress. I won't contest.
But because of the see when people say money, who be not time my partner, now they're still grand.
Oh no. At time because me a father, I can't be NDC. I don't like NDC.
Upon the model of family,
I like MPP. MPP is one permanent class. Still, I like MPP. After I've been MPP for 8 years as MP. Me MPP. MPP.
The challenge like the year 2000 to be the MP.
How was the challenge like?
Yes.
Oh, 2000. I'm a MP.
That's right.
It was difficult. It was very.
It
was difficult because, well, because I was a lawyer, mankuhu obiaso mamiska. I used my own pocket money as a lawyer to campaign. But the difficulty was going around the 36 villages. And my opponent, J. Chousua Champon, who did me home concern me, Mako General Radio, so Chris FM. Me pese, di basabasa, a babruku. Dear Chimi Kujina Sunyane Circuit Court as accused person.
That time you're now a lawyer.
Oh, yes, I was a lawyer. I've been a lawyer.
The lawyer Esther Kujina.
But I was campaigning for MP. It was difficult, but by the grace of God. And to tell you the truth, I fasted for 100 days. May I continue 100 days.
By His grace.
By His grace. Let me show you. And Yankopon gave me massive victory. Massive victory. The victory was massive. I defeated Ouza Champon.
Wow.
I had 21,000 votes. Ouza Champon had 11,000. I won in Metropolitan Brekum. Now you Brekum free where I won in my hometown massively. Now you me hometown. Now you Brekum free where the 36 surrounding villages also combined. I defeated Ouza Champon.
Daddy, Yansha, also I see Judea. And you mean no enye though you fasted, but now I want to say bia or modern be our boy and our life be
enye modern bo enye life Yankopon is by His grace. By His grace. And as I say at you for so nyanti as I say, what do you for holding enye everything is by His grace. Nyame adom. Nyame nadom. Because nipa desa nipa de your heart will come a bit to make jai a jumae. Your friend will be heart attack. And unipa diana is a ziono. You can have problem anywhere, anytime, from your brain down through to your legs. It's only God. Nyankopon kwa nekitaye.
Nyankopon kwa nekitaye. Me say we nyame free ma enye. Be mo ji so me nyame ye okandi for.
Yes.
Over house na we ye adwuma den. Without determinations we ntimi mbeki. Obi o wanka papa yi me say for say ho no so be che so kokota ko. Me mfa ho. But ni ko wa account no. It's a normal name a wo for matete ni pade won mo. Ayi nkranhye de ama no apama ko ni ma. Onso that ye be enso be ba opona no. E no betwetwe nkomo. E nam ne wo fa mu so ayi nkranhye de e de ama afoforo. Papa then try and accommodate. So one rene all the constituencies we come rene massively. Honors not feeling it to say.
Well, Like I say, why not? I was happy, I was excited. Saying Madonna, my winning elections. Now I've told you, say, if you move in manage politics, especially Ujina rally grounds. Now Kasa.
As a film will be right.
MPP, the best party in Ghana.
Upon the apostling in
Oh, MPP, we are far better than NDC or any other party.
What's a probably born you see waiting to be more, but not just said the MPP for be piano. So I bet right. Daddy, back to let's say obedient officer on your lawyer. How would you advise the person?
The first
or person on your own reading on your lawyer, but if you are more than so bet me.
The first advice I remember Bian say try to become a lawyer.
Hey.
Now person your lawyer so Busia sebi or one Busia crop akobo because the Jumano a good.
And then Mr. and Mrs. Aqua say simple. One don't try that part from the law school.
Lawyer a good business. To be a lawyer.
A more number of crazy.
Yes, I thought that me office here the whole day me nyaka pre I me be coffee. But when now obiaba captain this that na amanyaka crash my taso na me go fe me yere no me. But of course as I do crash in Yankoponsa
by his grace.
Wow. Yankoponsa. It is not every lawyer who is a successful lawyer. And there are some lawyers who are doing other work because they can't survive. In the courtroom is not easy. In fact, every day going to court, my lawyers are no more but they be a catch on say you should come to work every blessed day. Lawyer Jumano and yet coming to work at 8 o'clock and closing at 5. It's 24 hours. Always on your feet. They be a me oba lawyer way or TV. This week, this morning she was telling me say Monday to kind, Tuesday to kind, Wednesday to kind, Thursday to kind. Obiro woba. Zonenam court sa outside Accra.
That's what and now Okoba send for Sikobenya.
Oh, of course. Send it to me, of course. Of course. Ah, now to be done the castle here. Never need you how.
When you have Daddy, so from where you've started, maybe I was just say already a bit drew, baby, I would dream. Or the MPP the cool crowd and pampers and walk traffic. And you know, do you have regrets?
Do I have
regrets?
Oh, regrets. Senka, I shouldn't have joined the army. No. I shouldn't have gone to parliament. No. Regrets. The woman I married. No. No.
Until only regrets. Only I
me, I think decision behind you all my brother Mama take care and make up to make us say I made a mistake. And I say this to the glory of God. I don't have regrets, except that I have pain. I have never been a ya. Ebini obia okodi me huntro etre military intelligence e me chi me go to prison.
Papa hono betim dey rem kakra.
Madam for pa bi me money din because I don't want to hear me. To me can say uncle hell. I won't say that because I may say your mom pa ma ya tamfo.
And also I do your daddy. Onim say nipa we na wo be kun pa na ka se bon pa ma ni easy. Just a mom use by his.
But obi a madam fo. Obi a madam fo. Wa ko timia dintro akre military intelligence say a father wants to make a coup d'etat. And because of that I was arrested. Oh, this was 1981. 1981. How old was I? Small boy, 27 or 27. Small boy. At that time, the crowd, let me share me Gloria. I was a bachelor, small boy, fresh from Sandhurst.
So any dear mo na ho say be wadan for no e ya ho ye be ano ho say as friends ko ni match nti so
oh me can't say me fan ho mo behu ni pakura me kan ti me but
na say na be ye ntuanfo keke
plain wickedness o could dim me unto na nkokonsan ami achi me I suffered. Apart from that, when I was working under Rawlings man boni that I never stood anywhere to say anything against Rawlings. But also ohumia na ne both I'm for say I'm hard working. Na me a historian. Na me a this. Me a president I meet.
Politics of Kakraba mo fanche. There Rawlings here win na NDC party na.
In fact, he's the reason why I don't want NDC in my life.
But I don't know. Oh, your lawyer tell say you are come was in plain be. Stretch dey be sir.
Na we say no credit da ho a say o didn't my friend no credit. It's the truth. Me Nkrabia a father. I am MPP through and through. I will die as an MPP man.
Omuni utini you mo enu entini you. Se ne bia.
Omuni utini you.
Stop you from what?
Me MPP.
When you do model.
Me MPP.
About your issue no. O woni me bia wa femu a. Won say ada na men kume ho. Ene de besi bia to ntwa. Ada na men kume ho na men nya masundwe. Has such issues happened to you before?
If I should be honest, yes, especially Tama Rawlings Chimiko to prison when I came out. But the only reason tia man kumi was because me feel prison by ya 1 week later, and I'm a Gloria or my firstborn.
Wow.
I asked myself, say, if I kill myself and I die, what happens to Gloria
and the child?
And what happens to my firstborn? But from that time, now I catch him and say, God will provide. God will provide because and you're beyond Wako Secondary School, even Achimota as that. And you're beyond our university graduate, and you're beyond our army officer. So I should be able to survive. That's what I told myself.
You should be able to survive. That time now what am I way and now you were just waking up to God say get 10 years cheso pass so already be.
No me maybe I was just walking in Accra. But I trusted say Nyankopon be obefem so.
By his grace.
By his grace. Not to Marakwa.
And when you moto by his grace. Be by his grace. Daddy, dear Brene ya great. The person youth na urban or moon be say you can get so many things on an easy platform that encourage you and I would so for once and at times you grab up we are 14 a year day to work for sacrifice in maybe a moon here no so they are making it in life. What are they?
Kakra mekan say obrana ye bono enya easy kra na you'll be shocked to hear say only 2 days ago my client be by office here ebetran okodwe so and obue Bible and obue the letter St. Peter wrote chapter 4 verse 12 atefo monko kan Peter chapter 4 verse 12 na okan ho a in fact when he was reading it now I was seeing gumeso because even though I have read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, I've done that 9 times. I've done that. But when he was reading it, it was as if say, I've never heard of it. Now what is inside there? No say, Eya yen kai say already Yesu oba wiase no wanye boni, but he was executed. Enti obra ye bono. Ye be fa amane bi mu a ensese ye fam but ye fam nyese bia ya ye boni but e bia na ye Nyankopon na also yen ave nti esese tem bia ye nya akokoduro to face whatever comes our way. Dinner, Thessalonians, their church say, for everything, give thanks to God. Never give thanks to God. Makoda 37 hospital 3 times. Yeah, I am operation 3 times.
Papa, and then the coffers of
Then the cover by. Then the cover by. Bisami bio, what happened? My wife, the movie and say, I'm suffering. You go 237. 3 times operation. I'm almost 70 years.
By the grace.
My dear. Miranda,
By his grace.
Yes. Last week Sunday, we fear now. Papa be bar or my client TV. Also, whom I check. Now he feels that he must come and talk to me. Oh, but what Captain Matiso Yare, but don't worry. When you come on show, also, God will take care of you. Oh, can't say no sorry, no coy.
Okay, sir, no, sorry, Ekoye. Dear my fam, and when you go so way. Did you make the way Abraham and there be a Ghana man TV? It's now 1 when you're fair to and suffer from so. At one sem or one take your soon. Our more family are contributing massively. So we gave a show crying. Show me 18 say, or more bamboo a wabrabum. Not simple. Maybe the old family tales who are a moon here, and also bread to a child, and then follow yourself so fatigue rear, and it does for ever at the mark of a year. When the man found the tree and come yes, retired captain lawyer, Nana, if that's in Crabia, renowned lawyer, and then there's so enough of you book at their lawyer about Open American fan number, locally, internationally known, locally respected lawyer in Crabia, Efa, the time I'm doing my day, what charming, but then Anahima, Papabi, 30, then try and come to so. Now, oh, can be back to say a baby operation, also in an accident. What was really the cause of it?
Accident. Nichi Quenchia. Quenchia means one planet. So, at all. Academy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 66 times.
The 21 planet so to come out in a card of Bush. And I say,
Mitika will come baby, the many accident. Mitika will come baby, the many accident. Mitika, one day, especially 27 February 1982, we had 2 accidents within 1 hour. Many girl be Ekostra, my classmate, police officer. And I'm saying me ba Accra, Tema Hospital, Tema General Hospital side. I was driving, brand new 504. Nam who yani say kabisi menim, nam the car no go share actually. By the grace of God, we were 3 people in the car. Ubi and one can. Ena, I was in uniform as an army officer. Who say army vehicle. Eba. Jomu home no, who was no Mijina. No, so, sir, any problem? Nam say I've just had an accident, but I'm going to go in the barracks. I'm so okay. Yeah, for uncle. So, Pisgua, we left Tema on the way to Bema camp. Motorway, in front of me, front.
1 hour drive there now.
No, it was a soldier driving. Me front. And now, car no qua. I mean, say headlights be way any. But I thought motorway say double. It's on the other one. Suddenly we realized he said, a more car, a soldier for car can send me, and a Gina oncoming cars road. No, I saw him the headlight. The driver no made a quick turn. Now car no, the Pittsburgh became a write-off. I was alone at the front seat. Send a car no see here as you be something now. I can't tell. But name who you say me Gina car no more. Oh, to God be the glory.
By His grace.
To God be the glory.
By His grace.
Madam, me kai sina. Nyankopon na yi me free mu. And I heard say one more can say there is an officer at the front seat. He is dead.
Were you unconscious?
No, I was. But such an accident didn't happen, you know. Then they brought ambulance to come and pick me. So, to God be the glory. To God be the glory.
To God be the glory. Here is lawyer. Lawyer moment was a 7 months so yeah. Hey, they basically
yeah.
They better be
Nyakopon bejo.
Enti ndade. Dem come on Ebre no ayebe. Oh, the phobia of a chair.
Oh, but as I said, you should end your interview on asking me why I'm called Nana. I'm called Nana because Mabusa for I am a Abusa Panyini in Broku. Currently, this is I'm only Abusa Panyini. Dear brother, Nana and grab your father. Abusa Panyini.
I said, come on, baby, you know. But send me real lawyer, Moka, say, we ran over, say, or your lower. Oh, baby, I can say, oh, specialize. I had the panel ever this field that was ready, and any form of being a lawyer, piano, a family background.
Oh, what I know, he said, as for law, yeah, it's for everybody. Whether you're a medical doctor, engineer, whatever, we to understand law. But law, also a gugumu bebre, me third born or a lawyer, but no, the interest, our go divorce, family law.
I don't understand what you plan.
I don't know, but me, I enjoy criminal law better.
Criminal law,
criminal, yes. So biako we are there, biako kumo be rape, those things. Me so many Jehovah interesting.
Papa, you are a Christian. Now to charge a police, I'm saying a Christian. Now they jump.
Pacho, me a lawyer, me a judge, me a judge. Me can't me client asem court. Me a court to Kanu. Yes, sir. No, my salute, no compare.
They called the kind of yes, sir. They are 5 years. See, I won't pay any so at the mat. Yeah. When I'm not for lawyer, retired captain, Nana, that in Arabia, and I need to train come on. Me did this about her, no, what another future sense, and I need some other to just so as you won't only been so for to send at the amount home. About 4 way in the Swiss Medi Bill, Apostolic Divine Chapel International, Anoti Enterprise, Adum Real Estate, Time Herbal, Anytime HH, and no more Abdoma, Kate Fedjumedi Emerald. It is our story be and also one say we have a solid check. Name crashes some at the map of fraud deal. For your number way 0549 797730. And what is over so much meeting in Cosford Median Emerald and it's Mr. But so much and send a done day and meeting the Jumedi at the Abrahamian crash and send to Sama, a baby board of food, and I hope can be. The dear Brennan Yapi. Over the food and watch our woman.
Oh, needy kind, what would Shemi be as Ufri Bricuma, Michel, Miss Salutu, Ufri Bra, Michel, Miss Salutu. We are MPP
near you,
and this in India. Mulida no me penase Jerry Rawlings. But fellow Ghanaians, it's a great pleasure to talk to you. I commend God into your hands. Mon famo cran share ready Yankopon sa. Na bibia no pa wi anwura na jo. Som already Yankopon. Na bibia be yama.
Na bibia ebe ye e de amao. Yamfa soda emma mikiri. Me executive producer and me manager Kwekubuzia, me cameraman and me cameraman Mike aka Abronye, and then Mr. Asante, me soundman Pastor Ike, and me location driver and so Mr. Peter. Yan first that's wrong. Emma ho and on the for autonomy and also my point say mo the office then me twetwe come oh daddy the way na ye fenya me sure refer that the same office say that the same direction say first get to Accra. First, get to a salam down. Look top. Tell the street like sir, come in here, daddy. We appreciate your time. You are not said they will receive it. Onyankopon ensure. Mechia Mabusua, Mr. and Mrs. Akowa Maofono. Mechia Reverend Nyansen. Ono Mabusua, because Onyankopon ensure mo be. Lighthouse Assemblies of God. Ewo Pankrono Estate. Kabo na odano. Onyankopon ensure. Wa wo je brain na hwe ye enso so. Onyankopon just said, "See ye no one shot. Ye nya efasobia." ɛmfɛm free so yɛsi enya ni na ne da so ɛwɔ hɔ ɛde ma yɛwiye da sɛ ne yɛbɛsa de dwumadie we abrɛm mo so mfana na hema papa bi makramo